Welcome back to Lady Arcaders Out of Bounds Toronto. You might be a little confused why we've got the party hats and the noisemakers on. And that's because we have the runner of Toy Story Trilogy here with us, Izzy. Izzy, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm so excited to be here.
And I mean, I led into that and also made a total non sequitur, but why do we have these party hats and noisemakers?
So should I say it now or should I wait till later?
We can do a little bit now and then hype it up again later.
Today happens to be Toy Story 3 the video game's 15th birthday, so we are celebrating with party hats and party flavors, so yeah.
Also, I have never felt so old as being told 15 years for the Toy Story video game. So
Yeah.
my bones just crumbled to dust.
Same.
But we do have a lovely interview with you, Izzy, and I have a few questions for you. Let's start with, what was the game that you played most growing up?
This is gonna shock you.
Mm-hmm.
Toy Story.
What?
Yeah.
I never would have guessed.
I've been playing Toy Story 3 was the first game I ever played. We got it for Christmas 2012 on the Wii. We got a Wii for Christmas, and we got Mario Galaxy and Toy Story 3, and I put Toy Story 3 in first. I know, but like, I've been a huge Pixar fangirl all my life, so like, I was so excited for it.
Today I learned Mario is not a Pixar character.
Huh?
Today I learned Mario is not a Pixar character.
Yes, it is not a Pixar character. I can confirm.
All right, and I presume this is why you also picked it up as a speed game, but what drew you to Toy Story Trilogy as a speedrunning choice?
Yeah, so my first ever speed game was Toy Story 3. I just I rediscovered the game and started running it on a whim. Then I got into Toy Story 2, and I'm like, you know what? It'd be cool to do a full trilogy. So I learned Toy 1, which was hard. It's a hard game, but it was worth it. So then I was the first person to do a trilogy run, to do a full back-to-back-to-back of all three.
And you just said 1 was the hardest one?
Yeah. Toy Story 1 is notoriously a pretty hard Super Nintendo game, so very easy to game over, very over to lose all your lives in just like that.
All right, well, we are going to get all 3 of those, so you're starting with the hardest one. Wow. I think that actually ties right into our next question. So,
For people unfamiliar with the game, what is the biggest challenge outside of the sheer hardness of it?
Okay, so each game kind of has its own like main trick, so I'll try to briefly go over each one. Toy Story 1, so when you're inside of the claw machine, there is a boss fight where you have to hit aliens with your pull string at the claw machine. What we're able to do is we're able to get 5 aliens on screen, and the game freaks out and just like, all right, we're just gonna complete the level. So that's gonna be a trick that we're doing in Toy 1. In Toy Story 2, there's a really complicated but cool trick called text storage, where basically we're able to gain control of movement while a text box is open, and that will allow us to launch up in the air or delay starting a race, and it allows us, it's the most broken glitch of the game. Mm-hmm. And then Toy Story 3 has something called infinite wall jumping, where basically you wall jump, you pause the game, unpause, and then you magnetize back to the wall, and you're able to break so many levels and just like get wall jump infinitely, basically.
Awesome.
That's why we call it that.
okay, so basically, keep your eyes peeled the entire run.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
all 3 games.
So much is going on, it'll be hard to explain it all.
Okay, so you've got a lot going on, like you said. What does your preparation look like when like you're preparing to do like all 3 games at like an in-person event like this?
Yeah.
Like what routines, rituals, any last-minute practice that you do?
Lots of last-minute practice. Like last-minute stream, like a couple days ago, did my final stream, practicing late at night on my laptop, practicing my commentary on my way to the venue this morning. So just a lot of last-minute prep, and just like a lot of times I end up like learning a new thing or like learning a new method of doing a trick like really close to a marathon. So there are a couple things that I've like, oh, I'm gonna optimize this, optimize that, just do slight changes to what I usually do, just to make it more fun.
Wait, so even down to the wire, you're mixing it up a little.
Yeah.
Honestly, like that absolutely baffles me because I couldn't do that. I would be way too freaked out. You're amazing.
Yeah, somehow I managed to do it. I love learning speedrun tricks and learning new things. That's like my favorite part of speedrunning.
Do you have any advice for anyone who would be thinking about picking up this game or speedrunning the trilogy specifically?
Presumably don't mix it up last minute, though.
Yeah, I'd say just do it. I mean, like, I started running Toy 3 on a whim, and if you're new to speedrunning at all, just like, whatever your favorite game is, just start running it. Like, I literally downloaded a speedrun timer on my phone 6.5 years ago, and it's led me to meeting incredible people, becoming parts of amazing communities. So whether it's Toy Story, whether it's just whatever your favorite game is, just start running.
All right, now, if you are unfamiliar with Toy Story, which, hey, don't be, go watch the movies.
Yeah,
The
they're
whole
making a fifth one.
Really?
What?
Yeah, next summer they are releasing Toy Story 5.
Oh my.
Talk about feeling old.
Yeah, no, my bones just crumbled a little bit further.
But if you are unfamiliar with Toy Story, the whole conceit of Toy Story is toys are alive. They talk when we're not paying attention to them. And so, you know what's coming, but if your controller, because that really is a toy, if your controller could talk while you're speedrunning, what would it say?
They'd probably say something along the lines of, what are you doing and why are your hands so sweaty? So, yeah, that's probably about the gist of it.
Honestly, that is a very, very big mood. Another question. If your game were turned into a cooking show instead of a speedrun, what dish would best represent your playstyle?
Playstyle, okay. So, imagine like 10 people go into this restaurant.
Okay.
And everyone else orders this like chicken sandwich with mayonnaise and sauce and all this fancy stuff. I'm eating a peanut butter jelly sandwich. I tend to play very differently from other people. If 90% of people do one route, I do another route. I do different setups. I sometimes find my own like ways to do tricks that are like very consistent for me, but only for me. Like, I'm gonna jump right when I touch this coin, and I'm gonna jump again right when this character says this specific word. I'm like, I like being unique, I guess.
Awesome.
So if you need a peanut butter and jelly sandwich recipe, make sure you tune in for this run.
Exactly. I love PBJ sandwiches. They're my favorite.
What's the best jam?
Ooh.
I usually go with strawberry jam.
Ooh, good choice.
I'm not sure how I feel about that answer.
Do you have very, very strong jam opinions?
I think I might have peanut butter opinions.
Okay. We're gonna have to discuss this.
Make sure you tune in for more Lady Arcaders for less peanut butter opinions is what I'm learning. Okay, so we've learned that this peanut butter opinion is out of the norm. Is there a game out of the norm for you, out of your usual play style, that you find interesting to watch but not play? And this question is actually a little personal for me because I am not a speedrunner at all. I'm also a giant chicken. I'm afraid of horror games, but I got into this community by watching horror speedruns. So is there something like that similar for you?
Yeah, so my like bread and butter has always been like 3D platformers. Stuff like RPGs and 2D platformers and that kind of stuff, they're fascinating to me. I'm scared of RPGs. the length intimidates me.
Speaking of
so,
horror.
Like, yep. So like those are like probably wouldn't run it, but really cool to see. And I know we got Final Fantasy IV sometime tomorrow, which is
We
gonna be
do.
really
That's our
exciting.
penultimate run.
Yeah.
And okay, so their length intimidates you, but what compels you? What compels you to watch those runs?
I guess just seeing different play styles and just like kind of just exploring. Like one of my favorite things to do is to just like look up any random game I learn about on SRC and see what kind of weird stuff happens and like, ooh, out of bounds, ooh, this thing, ooh, fast movement, bunny hopping, whatever it is. I'm just drawn to all of it, really.
Was actually curious because out of bounds, bunny hopping, fast movement, that's definitely like a staple for 3D platformers, but not quite so much for RPGs. So yeah, it really is out of your usual play style.
And Izzy, do you have any inspirational women or femmes that you want to shout out specifically? Anyone who's spoken to you?
Well, first of all, the Lady Arcaders community, they've been amazing. And then also my roommates who are really, really awesome and yeah, have just like really helped me in like womanhood and all that.
That's fantastic.
Shout out
Thank
to
you.
Justine and Sam out there. Love you too.
Woo! Actually, no, we have
Actually,
noisemakers.
yeah, no, we've got noisemakers. We'll make some noise for all of the wonderful women and femmes out there because we have some fantastic runs that we will be continuing with you shortly, but we are going to take a quick little break and we will be back in a few minutes. Everybody?
Also, make sure you tune in because Toy Story Trilogy is coming up right after our very next run, Sheepy.
Yep. We'll see y'all soon.